basically it's a love spell in which you bind someone to yourself and force them to love you. Basically the same thing that Bear did in the movie. It's funny because one of the it's very popular among women to
it's always women who are into this, especially Nikki. She has that necklace thing that she says she lost, and that's why Bear went to that store in the first place.
It's so funny.
Why
because
are they the same?
Reaction to the movie, the whole reaction to the movie is like how dangerous incels are, and the biggest clients for this type of spell in real life are
women. Yes, they were not guys.
If
not even
if the situation was inverted, it will be a quirky romantic comedy.
Yes. Hello, cellar dwellers. Welcome back to Pint Cellar. I am Jarvis, and I'm joined with Hubrecht. How you doing, sir?
I am good, sir. Thank you for having me. As always, happy to be here.
It's awesome to have you on the show, man. It's awesome to have you back. And yeah, I've been doing good these past few days. I've actually been painting my hammerhead tank from the Tau Empire, and yeah, I'm having real fun with that. It's going good.
I haven't been painting this last week, but that has been mostly because I've been out of town taking care of a baby. So,
Hubrecht's going uncle mode. That's adorable.
I'm going uncle mode, definitely.
And it's like we've watched Moana yesterday. It's like I want to watch it now. Watch Moana again.
I actually put her the Clone Wars.
But yeah, on with the show though, Obsession. I gotta say, with all the new films I've seen this year, I think I would give this movie a 10 out of 10. I'll just be honest with you. And I'll tell you 3 movies I've seen and I'll give them ranks, all right? The Odyssey, I would give that an 8 out of 10. The new Spider-Man, an 8 out of 10. But Obsession, I give that a 10 out of 10. But what do you think?
I would give Obsession a 9 out of 10, Spider-Man an 8 out of 10, and The Odyssey a minus 10 out of 10.
You didn't even see it.
I pirated it.
Even? yeah. Mexican Ghost Ghetto, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. I was kind of picky on the movie, but my brother-in-law wanted to see it, and I wasn't going to say no to popcorn.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Like, I cannot blame a man for doing that. I'm just like, I already said my piece about the Odyssey. You
would do the Martin Luther 99 points on the Odyssey, and I'm pretty sure if we talked about that movie in the podcast episode, it'll go for 4 hours, and we wouldn't even get to the scene of the Cyclops, and I would be like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, or the plankton meme. All right, I get it.
Exactly, man. But honestly though, Obsession, I really do like this movie, right? But I am curious though as to your thoughts, man, like before you've seen the movie and after you saw it, because I am interested in like your thoughts when you went into seeing this movie. Yeah, what was your like initial thoughts?
Okay, like when I first saw the trailer for this movie, I was like, really? Like they're doing a be careful what you wish for story.
It's a classic.
in the year of our Lord 2026. Like, yeah, it's a classic, but I feel like it's like an overused classic. You know what? Like how much variation can you actually get? Squeeze out of the ye old be careful what you wish for formula, right?
Well, but you can get a lot more out of that than a Marvel movie. Let's be honest. But okay,
all right, fair enough. Okay. So, but when the movie actually came out, and I started seeing reviews and like, oh my god, this is an amazing movie. Everyone should go watch it. I was like, okay, like, have you had that experience in which they tell you, oh my god, this is the best horror movie of all time, and the movie is kind of like, well, it's not bad, but it's not really that great either. You know what I mean? They've done it several times this past couple of years. Yeah.
Definitely with Paranormal Activity when that was a huge thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, Paranormal Activity. I, for the life of me, cannot understand how that was so big at that point.
The second film was good.
It's some of the most boring ass movies I've ever seen in my entire life.
The second film was good. I liked that. That actually did scare me when I saw it when it came out. That actually spooked me. But either way, let's continue, I guess. But
all right. And I was like, oh, Obsession is this 10 out of 10 movie, like, and it's like selling more than than the new Star Wars movie. Oh yeah, people, by the way, there was like a month or a couple of months ago, there was a Star Wars movie in theaters, in case you didn't notice, because most people did. That's just how bad Star Wars has fallen. Just food for thought. Yeah.
Lowest common denominator.
Yeah. So, and I was like, oh, all right, okay, like, even if it's overhyped, the fact that it's selling more than a Star Wars movie, I need to go see that. I need to see that. And besides, I like going to the movies. I hadn't gone to the movies in months. There was nothing to watch, and watching this horror movie that no one else is that came out of nowhere, I might as well go see it. Even if it's mediocre, at least I would have had popcorn, right?
Yeah, see, that's me when I went to see The Odyssey.
Okay, fair enough. But okay, so I watched the movie, and it was good. A good movie. I don't know if I would say, oh, it's the greatest horror film of all time, like some people are saying, but that's definitely still The Exorcist. But yeah, it was it was horror related or horror adjacent kind of movie. Yeah, it's definitely up there. It's a good one. It's well acted. It has good pacing. It's well executed. I don't know if I would call it a horror movie, more horror adjacent, more of a thriller.
Yeah.
Because it's not like the movie is like particularly scary. In fact, I don't think the movie is actually trying to scare you most of the time.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Yeah. It has a couple of creepy moments, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't say if I would call it a horror movie. I would think it's more of a thriller, I would say. What do you think?
When you say thriller, I don't know why, but when I hear someone say thriller movie, I think of something like, what? Is it called John Wayne, like those action films?
John Wayne?
No, maybe I'm saying it wrong. Anyway,
John Wayne did westerns. What are you talking about?
Oh, no, wait, not John Wayne. Shoot, I'm thinking
John Wick.
John Wick, yes. Sorry, apples and oranges, right? I don't know why, but when I think of thriller, I think of like a spy action film, but maybe that's because I have a misconception of what thriller is. But, here's the thing. Yeah. Obsession, it's not a scary movie. I will say that. It's not something like, oh, this is horrible. It's so gory. I feel disturbed, right? It's not like watching Jeff Goldblum's The Fly for a first time, but yeah, because that movie bothered me. But this film, this movie does. Can I call it psychological? Because of what
I would call it a psychological thriller. I would. I mean, it has creepy moments, right? It does have them, but
I think it's less more like what happens in a movie that scares you, more like what the characters do that bother you, especially like characters with Bear, because it is a horror film because of what Bear is and what he does with Nikki that we will get into. So I do believe you're right that yes, this is a horror film because it is a story about like, yes, a wish goes wrong, but it's because of the people that make it go wrong,
Yeah, I think that, well, I don't know if I should wait till later in the podcast, but I just want to say that apparently speaking, And okay, audience, we're all going to assume that either you have seen the film
That's
already,
why
or
they're here. That's
yeah,
why
okay,
else would they not watch a
okay. So
video called us reviewing a movie called Obsession, and they'd be like,
spoiler
"Whoa,
alert!
dude, spoilers!"
Let me
Then why are you
let me
here?
let me give the spoiler alert just so people don't complain about it later.
Or
Okay.
before we do that, can I actually just give an audience a quick plot synopsis before we continue,
Yeah.
just so they're on
Okay.
the
Yeah.
same
Sure.
page?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, thank you. Sorry to bother you or interrupt you, but this is important. Right. So, audience, what is Obsession about, right? All right. So, Obsession. In this movie, the loner named Bear makes a wish one day through a novelty item called a One Wish Willow to get his crush, Nikki, to love him more than anything in the world, in his words. And as you can imagine, eventually this love becomes something warped and dangerous, and we see more of Bear's true colors when it's revealed more and more that Nikki, that supposedly loves him, is actually trapped in her own body. That's the very bare bones plot synopsis of what happens in this movie, but glad you're on the same page as us, right? So let's continue. Hugh, what were you saying?
Oh, right. So basically, this movie follows, like I said earlier, the very the basic premise of be careful what you wish for.
Right.
You know, we all know it. We've all seen it. The monkey spa, the genie would that twist your wish into something horrible because, or the wish granting device that, that you tell it your wish, but the wish granting device, instead of doesn't actually fulfill what you ask for, it reaches deep into your being and gives you what you really desire deep down, right?
Okay.
It's those types of stories. However, here's the twist. um Apparently, the director of the film has gone on record saying that the One Wish Willow, which is a novelty item that that Bear uses to ask for the wish to come true. Well, apparently it is not evil. It is not cursed. It is not
That's right.
It's not a monkey's paw. It's not
That's
a monkey's paw. It's apparently, though, if you use a One Wish Willow, you can make a wish and the wish can actually turn out good. It won't backfire. It won't manifest in the most twisted way imaginable.
Right.
Apparently Bear is just that much of an asshole.
It's because the nature of the wish.
Of the wish, it's fucked up. It's a very screwed up thing to begin with.
Yeah, I remember even reading a comment on that on like Twitter and stuff, where it's like, it's not that the One Wish Willow's evil, where it'll try to twist the wish purposefully, but it's because the wish Bear made is evil, like forcing Nikki to love him.
Yeah.
And I remember even the director even saying this: it's not a demon that's taking control of Nikki to love Bear. I think what this is that it is the wish itself, the One Wish Willow, putting Nikki in a straitjacket and putting her in the passenger seat as what is like a caricature of Nikki is pretending to love Bear.
Right. Yeah. Also, as you said, the director has gone on record saying, no, it's not demonic possession.
If this was any other movie, it would be a demonic possession, and there'll be full on like Nikki staying in the corner going, speaking Latin and stuff.
Okay, like Nikki does stand in the corner at some.
Yeah,
at some
that's
point,
what I mean.
right?
But he's not speaking like.
Yeah, she's not saying. He's not whispering dark cosmic secrets that will blast your sanity or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently, yeah, like, so the thing possessing Nikki, it's like not a demon. It's apparently the wish itself, or a persona created by the wish that tries to mimic Nikki herself to fit their specifications of loving him more than anything in the world. And this happens in the most literal way possible. You can imagine what it is. The thing watches him sleep, tries to keep him from leaving the house, feeds him his cat, the corpse of his dead cat. I still don't know what was that about. And doesn't do anything without him being there. Like she won't even go to the bathroom without him being there. So how what else can I say? Honestly, it's Nikki's trapped in her own body, a passenger seat inside her own head, and and I remember, at some certain points in the movie, there's moments where kind of like the real Nikki comes through, and was like, oh my god, what's going on? And then she snaps back into being the fake Nikki, and that this gives us a window that like, oh, this is horrible, kind of like gives us the dimension of how horrifying it is for the real Nikki in this case, right?
Yeah, and can I just say this though about like Bear making that wish? Because I feel like there's something people skip about Bear. Yeah, he was cowardly for making that wish, but I think people like tend to, I don't want to say forget, but I think they skip on the important scene when when Bear is driving Nikki home and he is getting the idea of telling her how he feels because he's going to be leaving the same place they work at. It sounded like when Nikki kind of figured out that Bear liked her. So it was like, Bear, tell me right now, do you like me? And him saying, no, Nikki, I see you as a friend. As she kind of like rolls her eyes and walks away. I think that's not, Nikki trying to fish Bear into saying, hey, I like you too. Can you just tell me you like me back? I think she's just annoyed that Bear has feelings for her because he does tell him and others that he sees him as a, brother and stuff. A very close friend. So the fact that he has feelings for her makes her annoyed because like, oh, great, I think you could be my guy friend without having feelings for me, like those kind of feelings. I feel like if Bear did tell her how he felt at that moment, she would just like friend zone him and that would probably be the end of their, friendship. Like she'll probably not even want to hang out with him at that point. So I can understand why he made that, wish just right then and there, saying, without even really considering like what he was saying. I wish Nikki loved me more than anyone in the fucking world. Snaps. I can understand why Bear at that moment impulsively made that wish. So it's not like he did that because he was evil. I think he did that because he wanted to save whatever relationship they had at that moment, because I'm pretty sure after that night it would be over.
I mean, the movie leaves it kind of ambiguous about whether, real Nikki whether Bear actually had any shot, like a realistic shot with Nikki.
I don't think he did. Like he liked her. I think he's attracted to her, but I don't think he really does love her. Like I'm pretty sure if they were to try dating, I don't think it would last long. Because you know what I'm trying to say? Like he likes the idea of Nikki, but I don't think that's a Nikki love bud.
Right. Apparently, like both actors, both of the movie's actors have like different interpretations of this. The actor for Bear like agrees with you that, no, Bear wouldn't had a chance with Nikki, but Nikki's actor would have said that, like, if Bear had, manned up and actually told her about it, maybe he could have had a shot. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's kind of ambiguous on purpose, right?
Do you think so? Do you think he had a shot, or he would have had a shot?
Honestly, no. Like
No.
Bear seemed too awkward, too much. What makes Bear so unlikable for me, it's not so much, well, of course it's essentially,
we're saying Bear is a problem, audience. Do not clip this against us. We're not trying to say Bear did nothing wrong. Bear did everything wrong. This is to cover ourselves. Bear is the problem. Just remember this, guys.
I would say that Bear is the problem, but his friend group is a problem too. Like the friend group is kind
his
of like
supposed best friend, his supposed best friend trying to help him flirt with Nikki.
Yeah, well,
the
he's
worst
banging
way.
her. Yeah, like the worst way possible. Yeah, yeah, like, but what makes me annoyed at Bear, other than the obvious, is that Bear seems like much of how do I put this? A coward. Yes, I think that's the main thing. Bear is a coward, but a guy that wants you to constantly feel sorry for him and pretty much has grown almost arrogant about the fact that he is so pitiful, right?
Mm-hmm.
We normally think about arrogant people as, you know, looking down on you, holier than thou, you know, like, oh, you are not meant to stand in my presence. But that's not the only form of arrogance there is. Like, there are people who actually make it a part of their pride being pitied by someone else. So like I feel like a lot of Bear's strategy to get Nikki's attention or to get the help of his friend, I don't remember his friend's name, to you know, help him talk to Nikki, was based a lot of the fact of, oh, I'm such a poor, lonely, awkward guy. Please have pity on me. Oh, I hate people like that.
Yeah,
so fucking disgusting. Yeah,
that is a thing. Yeah, guys, it's a thing. It's a toxic trait for certain guys to be that way. And, you know, I'm going to point out a real person that was like this in real life. Me and Hubrecht talked about him a lot, Elliot Rodger. Because I'm not saying Bear is Elliot Rodger, but Elliot Rodger, when he was writing his manifesto, he use all these flowery language to describe his life and making it sound like a Zuko backstory from Avatar. It's like, buddy, just don't. That's lame. It's lame. That's the best way to describe it. It's lame doing something like that. It's like portraying your life as a Greek tragedy, even though it's like mid.
Yeah, like, okay, and when, you know, you have people like, I don't know, man, like the type of, in certain parts of the world, the things that certain people go through, and like you flagellating yourself because, you know, a girl in high school didn't pay you enough attention. I'm sorry, but you know, there's just so much.
Born in war zones, but in fact, a white guy born in like North America,
born in slavery.
Yeah, and a white guy born in like some mid state in like the US and something like that, going about making his life sound like a Greek tragedy. It's like, get over yourself.
Yeah,
that's it. Get over yourself. Put your big boy pants on. And, you know, even when Bear made that wish and Nikki starts loving him, and there's scenes where she's like glitching out and stuff because it seems like the two peoples are fighting within her body for dominance or control. Like, you know, when they first kiss, Nikki goes, what the fuck? And goes, hey, Bear, it's okay. And then the next day they're working together and she loves him so much, and all her friends are like, so Bear, what is this? Like, I never see her this, you know, attracted to you or anything like that. So the fact that this happens now is weird. And the reason why they find it weird is that she does tell people that, oh yeah, Bear's my friend. I see him as my brother. So the fact that there's like a, you know, switch flipped is, you know, telling to everyone else.
Right. And, yes.
Hey, you know, my dad died. He has cancer. And, you know, Bear, I just don't know what to do with myself in life. And yeah, that gets Bear to pay her until like his friend calls him and is like, Bear, her dad's in Washington and he's fine. He doesn't have cancer. Then he goes to her.
That seems to me like to be like very, like the wish entity channeling what Bear would classify as a form of affection, like, oh, pity me, right? So that's why she does that. Yeah, like, I'm so miserable. Yeah, but like Yeah, it makes sense, don't you think?
Also, Bear raped her.
Oh yeah, yeah, but
Sorry, guys. There's no other way to say it, but yeah, it's like the scene where they're in bed together and Nikki's just being like a starfish. It's like real Nikki is probably like witnessing this in horror and shit.
Yeah, probably. Here's the thing. Like, I don't think we can blame Bear, at least at the beginning, for what happened, because of course he didn't know that, you know, making that wish I was actually.
And he's still suspicious if this is real or not. But
yeah,
maybe
he's still obviously weirded out. Like, hey, God, like Nikki's now all over me. Like, you know, at the beginning, he's kind of like aware that, like, this doesn't seem real. Like, what the hell is going on, right?
There's probably the part where he does accept, hey, maybe the wish did work and he does love me. But then came parts where Nikki is literally fighting in her own body to tell, you know, Bear, this is not me. Especially that scene where she's in bed and she's talking in her sleep, being like, Bear, it's not me. Just kill me. Don't wake her up. Just kill me, please. And Bear has the nerve to go, won't be so bad about being with me. It's like, screw you, Bear. You're evil. You're holding her hostage.
That's when, you know, you can. That's when you can definitely say that that Bear definitely, you know, goes from a pitiful guy who, you know, did something stupid without knowing the consequences of it to completely complicit in what's happening, because you cannot be held accountable for what you don't know, but definitely
that's
you
where
need
you're
to
held accountable,
yeah, because now he does know. Like, hell, he even tries to, like, when he's trying to you know, I don't remember what's the inciting incident that goes on that makes this happen, but when he dials the number, the number of the customer service on the One Wish Willow,
the guy sounded so bored.
Yeah, well, apparently that's the director.
Yeah. Sorry, we don't really do that.
Yeah, he doesn't ask to, hey, can I undo the wish? He's like, oh, can I change the wish? Like, she just wants her to be. He likes the attention, but he doesn't want to be. He doesn't want her to be so intense that he's creeping him out.
Yeah,
he likes the fantasy, the fake scenario of like, oh yeah, Nikki totally loves me.
Is her love real? And the guy goes, just because you chose this for her doesn't make it less real. So it's like, how chilling is that? It's like, Bear, she doesn't love you. You chose her to make her love you. And, you know, I even want to say this, right? You know that scene where she's at the boys' night and she's telling like her story of Hansel and Gretel?
Oh yeah, the very creepy, sexually charged version of it.
Right. So I think the point of that being in there is that Hansel and Gretel are brother and sister, and because she told all of her friends that she sees Bear as her brother, that her telling this warped story of Hansel and Gretel is kind of like telling, you know, everyone, especially Bear, that their love for each other is as disgusting as incest.
Yeah, okay, it makes sense, or at least that's how I don't know, like, I think that the entity interprets it in, you know, takes Bear's psychology as the
oh, Bear, I love you as my brother, like Hansel and Gretel,
as the basis for interpreting the nature of her, of quote unquote affections. You know what I mean? Like she cannot do anything that Bear wouldn't, that isn't based on how Bear himself would act upon it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just my theory, though.
Like this is not the Wish being malicious, but I think this is just like the Wish warping Nikki's love for Bear in a way that's like that. If you see what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I'm not saying all this to do like shock humor, guys, but this is just like my interpretation for why quote unquote freaking Nikki does the things she does.
Yeah, fair enough.
And yeah, Bear, sorry man, but she doesn't love you that way. And like we said, she you're forcing her to love you. I want to talk about this one scene, right? So the part where at the end, Bear actually does go through to try to cancel the wish. His friend like has enough of him and makes his own wish about wanting $1 million, something I think anyone would do. So at the end, when Bear does get himself killed and freaking Nikki was about to kill herself, but then all of a sudden real Nikki takes over, it's like, Bear, what have you done? And like pushes his dead body off her. Yeah, it's like, I think Bear's in hell. Do you think Bear's going to hell?
Yeah, probably in hell. Like, to be like, let's be real here. Did Bear have any real redeeming qualities to him?
Okay, he was undoing the wish because it finally got other people killed. But
he wasn't doing.
It took up to his other friends dying for him to eventually undo his wish. So it's like, that's what still I mean. Something like, selfish.
Yeah, like he's not undoing the wish because he realizes it's wrong. It's because it's become really inconvenient in the worst way imaginable, right?
Yeah, I'm not saying Bear is like this tyrannical, soulless dictator. I'm just saying it's like it only started to getting worse for Bear when it's starting to hurt people he cares for, and yeah, like you said, inconvenience him. Especially when it's like the one girl admitting, like, Bear, I had feelings for you. Then Nikki breaks the window, smashes her face in.
Oh yeah, that actually scared me. I didn't expect that. That was a very good scare.
Too bad I got spoiled on YouTube though before I saw it.
Sure. That's a shame.
I don't think Nikki can recover from that. Do you?
No, probably not. Like when the cops find her, she's going to be found alive with 3 dead bodies, her fingerprints all over the gun, and now she's done for. She's going to spend the rest of her life in prison.
And Bear eternity in hell. There's no other way around it.
A lot of people said, "Oh, well, Nikki should run away with the money," but Bear's friend died, so the money could be gone. The money could be gone. Like the guy said, the wish lasts until the wisher dies. So the money could genuinely have vanished the moment Bear's friend died.
Yeah.
Also, it was really funny, the part where Bear like looks for another One Wish Willow, and the guy is like fucking screwing with him, like, oh, we don't have that. Oh, they're gone.
Oh,
and I'm just kidding with you. Like, no, they're over there.
Bothering him. It's like, hey, you can't come in with that kind of energy, as if he's being a Karen. It's like,
yeah.
But I remember a previous owner in that store. He was like, just telling you, sir, everyone who buys this comes back with complaints.
Yeah, fair enough. Also, but I don't know, like the One Wish Willow, it doesn't seem evil, but the people that sell it do seem kind of callous, don't you think?
Yeah, they kind of are, especially that since it's a quote unquote witch store.
Oh, you could just kill yourself, like. And the guy says it so nonchalantly, like, "Hey, you can just kill yourself."
That's not an option. I'm tired of people thinking ultimatums are options. Because, like, we put a bomb in your head, and if you disobey us, we'll blow you up. But hey, it's your choice. It's like, that's not really a choice. That's an ultimatum.
Yeah. I mean, you could argue that choosing even under the pressure of an ultimatum is still a choice, but you're backed into, I don't know, like it's there's a gray area there that I think it's beyond the purview of this video, but yeah, you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. But I want to say about something like this about the One Wish Willow, right? If we were to make our own headcanons on it. So the director said he didn't make like an origin story to the One Wish Willow, and I'm glad there's no like segment where they overly explain how the One Wish Willow came to be, because I think that would destroy like the mystery of it, I think that just makes the movie more interesting for us not knowing where this thing came from. So if I were to give like a headcanon about like what the One Wish Willow is, I want to imagine there's probably some tree in Europe that's, an origin of Brothers Grimm, Hansel and Gretel, where there's probably this tree. When you break its branch, it would grant you any wish you want. So I'm pretty sure that, yeah, like you said, there'll be these callous people making capital on something like this, or just want to screw with people to see what they do with it. Because that customer support's on it board. It's like, hey, so
I don't really care. Yeah. Well, willows do have a connection to occult tradition, so I think that's why. Yeah. Hold on. Right. In occult, pagan, and magical traditions, the willow tree symbolizes intuition, deep emotion, the subconscious, and the lunar realm. The willow is tied to lunar cycles. Ancient figures like Hecate and Artemis were linked to the willow tree.
Okay.
In Celtic traditions, the willow signifies balance, flexibility, and learning. Used for crafting wands and other mystical paraphernalia,
like Harry Potter. Yes, Jim, your Harry Potter.
Harry Potter,
just like your Harry Potter, you millennial. Potter. I'm pretty sure if the SCP Foundation existed in this movie, I'm pretty sure they would go all out to capture like every single One Wish Willow that exists out there, just so some idiot doesn't actually make the wish of "I wish the Earth to stop spinning for 1 millisecond." Because I'm pretty sure some guy would try doing that, just be curious.
I don't know. We would haven't seen, like the director said that he would like to direct an anthology of people making different wishes. So like if one wishes for immortality with the One Wish Willow, will the One Wish Willow actually, fulfill that? And if it does immortality mean like eternal youth, or you just keep aging but you never die?
That's the thing. And I'm wondering about that, because eventually our body will fail on you just because of age. So it's like, imagine if you're immortal and you have cancer.
Will you be a ball of cancer that can never truly die, but it's always like on the edge of death?
or is it something like you eventually get dementia because you're that old?
Yeah. Or if you wish to become a god, can the One Wish Willow is powerful enough to, grant that? You know what I mean? Or if you wish for 1,000 wishes,
it can only grant one wish. So I'm pretty sure you would just get a bunch of One Wish Willows and you can't use them. Because you can only grant one wish, because Bear tried making another wish and it wouldn't break on him.
Yeah, but Bear didn't wish for 1,000 wishes. He wished to Nikki love him more than anyone else in the fucking world. I think also that wording made things worse, right? Because in the fucking world,
because he was like upset when he made that wish.
Yeah, I think that's also part of the reason why it went haywire. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think so, because he did make that out of impulse and he wasn't being considerate with his words. Not that the wish, warped the wish because of his poor choice of words, but because how he said the wish made it warped and evil.
Yeah, I mean, there's this trope of the people saying things out loud, which they don't. In a way in which they don't measure the dimensions of what they're saying or asking. Like there's even the story from the Bible, Joseph's daughter. Basically, so this happens in the book of Judges. So it's going to, it's going to be screwed up, right? Because the book of Judges is all about that. Okay. So Joseph is one of the judges, and he prays for victory in battle, against the enemies of Israel.
Okay.
And when he does that, he makes an oath. Now,
he
makes an oath
because
out loud,
because God says, "Do not make oaths to me," right?
Yeah. Well, it's not so much that do not make oaths to me, but do not make them in vain, right? Because in most spiritual traditions, Christianity, Judaism, and Christianity included, oaths are important, and breaking them invites when you break them, it invites terrible price upon the oath breaker, rather in this life or the next. This is why taking the Lord's name in vain is a sin.
Right.
Like broken oaths made in his name are, sinful.
It's more,
Right,
it goes
so-
beyond than just cursing with God's name.
Yeah, precisely. But also, this story is there to show just how much Israel has forgotten the character of their own God, and adopted the character of the gods of the Canaanites and the Philistines. So Josaphat says out loud, "If I get victory in battle, I will sacrifice the first thing that comes out of my house to greet me." And when he wins, he goes home, and the first thing that comes out of his house to greet him is his daughter. Well, so he performs a human sacrifice.
And the Lord says he finds something like that an abomination.
Exactly.
That's something people tend to forget or ignore, especially in the Old Testament. God hated human sacrifices. It says he finds it to be an abomination. And the point of Abraham, getting Abraham to even do that with his son Isaac is to see if he would actually do it. And when he's about to, God says, okay, you proved yourself. Don't do it. Don't actually sacrifice your kid.
Yeah. And so basically, I think it's on a similar note of like the way you word things, the way you say them, and you say them out loud, you declare them without thinking. But now, but the thing sticks, it comes back to collect upon you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I've even seen like videos where it's like, I'm a witch and I just saw this movie and Bear is evil. It's like, you're not really a witch. You just use tarot cards and stuff. And it's like, the whole point of a love spell is to take someone's free will away. That's kind of like the point of being a witch.
Yeah.
And unless you're on a broom,
it's very funny. Like
unless you're unless you're on a broom and you're trying to steal like ruby slippers from a girl, or you're telling the King of Scotland that he's going to rule the lands and stuff, going gobble gobble over a cauldron and stuff, you're not a witch, okay?
Someone has read Macbeth recently.
I read the graphic novel in high school.
It is my favorite Shakespeare tragedy. But yeah, no, unless you're sacrificing babies to Moloch or something, I don't know. But the thing about this is like, it's very funny, like, because some people are kind of like, oh, this is the fruits of incel culture, and I'm like, dude, like, do you know what an amarre is?
What
means an amarre?
A what?
An amarre.
What's that?
Yeah, okay. An amarre, it means a binding.
I like how you rolled your tongue there. Amarre.
Yes, amarre. An amarre means binding. It's a love spell in folk Mexican witchcraft traditions, which there's a lot of those, especially in the South. Brujeria, it's called.
Okay.
Basically, it's a love spell in which you bind someone to yourself and force them to love you. Basically, the same thing that Bear did in the movie. It's funny because one of the it's very popular among women.
It's always women who are into this, especially Nikki. She has that necklace thing that she says she lost, and that's why Bear went to that store in the first place.
It's so funny.
Why
because
are they the same?
Reaction to the movie, the whole reaction to the movie is like how dangerous incels are, and the biggest clients for this type of spell in real life are
women. Yes, we're not guys.
If
the
situation was inverted, it will be a quirky romantic comedy.
Yes, because why is it women are into this stuff? That's why Bear was there in the first place, to get a wish thing for Nikki. The necklace,
I don't know, man.
The necklace things, because he says he lost her necklace.
Yeah, like oh my god, those new age witch bullshit
It's
stuff
not real
are
witches.
so
It's just girls doing
yeah,
weed
it's
and
just
tarot
so
cards.
yeah, I know it's so cringeworthy. Like if you're going to start, if you're going to go on occultist circles, at least go on real occult symbols.
It's like there are probably Satanists. They hear about the Epstein stuff, and it's like, whoa! I thought being a Satanist meant we went on pride parades and smoked weed. I didn't think it'd be this.
Yeah,
Eating
I didn't
babies.
know I was going to skin people alive.
There's tiers to what actually goes into like witchcraft and Satanism and stuff. It's like the very shallow, not even into the waters form of witchcraft would be like, tarot cards or, smoking weed. What's it called? You bring this plant in a room. What's it called?
I don't remember.
It's on tip of my tongue.
Olympia?
No, not Olympia. I can't say it. Anyways, I forgot what it's called, but it's something you burn and to get bad spirits away, right?
Yeah. In Spanish, we call it Olympia, a cleansing.
Oh, okay. Oh well, I forgot the name. Maybe we'll type in the comments down below what it's called. But anyways, yeah, I'm pretty sure Nikki would try to be a whole, oh yeah, I'm a witch thing, and she'll probably get like lined tattoos on herself.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's called, but it's kind of like a tattoo where it's not like there's fillings or anything like that. It's just like lines depicting stuff like, yeah, I got this tattoo of a headphone to symbolize this my love for music, or I got this tattoo of carrots because my pet bunny died.
Yeah.
She probably likes murder mystery podcasts.
Oh, to be fair, well, murder mystery podcasts are fine.
Here's us just talking down on women like incels, but
yeah, but let's be real. That's good.
It's not funny if there's no truth to it. I mean, if there's a hint of truth to it, that's why it's funny.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because we talk shit on Bear. Come on, gotta make it even.
Yeah. Oh no, forget it. I was going to say something, but I forgot about it. No, keep going.
Right. So how about we do this? This would be fun. If you had the One Wish Willow, what would your wish be, Hugh? If you didn't know like if this was real or not, if you were to break it, what would your wish be?
I would wish, knowing that the wishes itself are, of course, me doing the wish in this scenario, I don't know that the thing would work, but like if...
Oh, sorry, interruption. Sage. That's what it's called. Sage.
Oh, right.
Yeah, my bad. Okay, but go on.
Okay. Me knowing right now that the wish is not a monkey's paw. So like if I wish someone... if I wish $1 million, it doesn't mean that, my family's going to die and the insurance is going to give me $1 million, right? Mm-hmm. I would literally just have $1 million raining on top of me. So I would wish to be I would probably wish to be the richest man in the world, because if I wish for something more abstract, like let's say world peace or have superpowers, based on how literal the wish becomes true,
there's no subtlety with how this wish works. It's like it's as blunt as a shovel to the face.
Yes, so I'm afraid that if I wish for something a bit more grandiose or more abstract, like world peace, it would backfire, not necessarily because it's evil, but because it's of how I word it on pure accident. You know what I mean? So I wish world peace. So there's a nuclear holocaust and everyone's dead. So now the world's at peace. Something like that. And like I said, this doesn't happen because of monkey's paw syndrome. It happens because of simply because of how I word the wish. So I would probably just wish to be the richest man in the world, have a quadrillion dollar fortune of a quadrillion dollar fortune, be richer than Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos put together, or
Just don't eat
something
babies.
like that. Yeah, like something something that's very safe, that brings benefit, but it's very safe, that doesn't have the possibility of it backfiring on me.
I'll be
Yeah, it's
honest.
selfish, but yeah, I think just
Money
to be
doesn't
safe.
create happiness, but it helps make happiness.
Yeah, definitely. So
No one
I
likes
would,
being poor. I'm not saying you're poor. I'm just saying it's like no one likes
no
being
one likes
poor.
being poor. And honestly, if I could, literally solve my life and the life of my friends and family for the rest of for several generations, I would really literally be, and the rest of life is just enjoying it. Honestly, I think that seems like a fair deal to me.
What you could do is that you could wish to win like the next $1 million lottery ticket or something like that.
Yeah, but I think that if I wish to, I think if I was, the specific wording I would use is, I wish to be 10 times richer than the 10 richest men in the world. I think there's no way to fail with that wording. I don't know
But
what you mean.
how would that wish granted?
Financially rich, I would say specifically. Because riches
or maybe
come in,
it'll be as blunt as the economy crashes and you then become the richest man because of that.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe, I don't know, I would just Google how rich is Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk and say, oh, this, and I would wish I wish for $1 quadrillion.
Yeah. I'll tell you this part. I think I saw this thing in a movie where a guy made a wish where it's like, I wish for there to be no reason for there to be war anymore. And the next scene goes, for no reason at all, New Zealand has declared war on Iceland. So it's like, very poor choice of words.
Yeah, very poor choice of words.
But here's the thing. I'm pretty sure if I made that wish of someone loving me, I'm pretty sure I'll get my face bashed in with a hammer by that person because it would just find me that insufferable even under a spell. Because it'll be something like, he made me breakfast, like waffles, and I'd be like, no, I want them cut. Then he smashed my face in. Because he finds me that insufferable. It's like, I am
okay, but what would you wish?
Well, for one, it's like, I wish for this person to love me. Then they kill me because I'm insufferable. But what would I actually wish for? Like, not actually, joking aside, what would I wish for? I haven't considered that. I wish for Black Templars to no longer exist in 40K.
Fuck you.
Or mess around, and then I'll be like, I want Hubrecht to experience period cramps.
Fuck you.
I'm not just messing around. Like, ah! On the floor, just screaming. I don't know. I want Earth to stop spinning for 1 second. No, I actually made a wish of this. I want oxygen to not exist as an element. Bam. Stop.
What?
Like O2 as an...
like, why are the psychotic wishes the only ones you're making?
Because it's funny. It's like the Joker. It's like the Joker. It's like, because it's funny. Or I don't know. I just have these impulsive thoughts. I don't know why.
I wish to have Superman's powers, and that my body and mind are completely adapted and capable of withstanding them.
Very good choice of words.
Yeah.
Because imagine you're trying to fly like Superman and your body just falls apart.
My body just I just skin myself alive because of the velocity.
Ooh, how about this one? I wish to have 100,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Let's wish for something world altering. Let's say I wish for dinosaurs to still be alive and be perfectly adapted to today's environment, so as they can live on Earth beside us without any real complications due to biological climate, due to climate, temperature, or oxygen factors.
There we go. Very specific with your wish, because if you wish dinosaurs back to life, I'm pretty sure it'll be something like
they would all just die. They will just die because the Earth is too cold right now, or something like that.
Or something like they're zombies or something.
Yeah. Oh no! I just realized the loophole I did with the wish.
What?
I said dinosaurs come back to life. Dinosaurs existed for millions of years, and there's probably hundreds of thousands of
more
of different
than hundreds
species.
and thousands. There's probably like trillions of dinosaurs that had existed.
Yeah. Oh god! Like will
now
the
we're
wish bring them
overpopulated
all
with
back
dinosaurs
to life at once?
Yeah. Oh, dude, you messed up. That's a psychotic wish. I didn't wish anything like that.
That's a psychotic wish. Yeah.
But for real though, I really did like this movie, and like I said, it's not the most scariest film that I've ever seen, but it's a movie that I obviously really care for, and that's why I give it such a high ranking. And I really do hope this movie wins awards, and it does seem like the actors are going to places.
It won't, because Hollywood. Because Hollywood doesn't take horror and or horror adjacent things seriously.
That's right. But here's the thing. The director is going to places because he did so well with this movie, and
dude, he's just 24, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's like most people just try to do like SoundCloud accounts or YouTube channels. So the fact that he did this movie, it's like he's going to places, right?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you heard the news by now, but the actors who play Nikki, he's going to play Rogue in X-Men, like the new X-Men movies. So
I don't know how I feel about that. Isn't Rogue supposed to be like a Southern Mississippi girl and not a Latina?
Well, here's the thing. There's a cartoon where she was portrayed as goth, but no one complained about that.
Okay, fair enough.
But he was a real goth because he had piercings. Yeah, so it's like unless you're for goths, it's like unless they have piercings, that's not goth. That's just them being a poser. It's like get out of here.
Okay, fair enough.
Or real goths would do something like they want to find like dead bones in the middle of the night in a graveyard.
Real goths sack the city of Rome.
Exactly. So it's like hold on, like the whole thing about making Rogue a Latina, it's like, well, they're just putting spice into the character.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. I feel bad saying that. But
fair enough.
But here's the thing, it's like, seriousness aside, that actress is set for life with those Marvel paychecks.
Yeah, definitely. Let's hope that the Marvel movies are able to bounce back, because unless your name is Spider-Man. Yeah, but
that
Spider-Man always
in seats.
Yeah, but Spider-Man always gets people in seats. Like that's not a controversial statement.
It's not, and it's not. I even remember seeing a kid. It was a girl because it's Spider-Gwen, but it's like that makes me happy seeing kids dressed like Spider-Man, because I dress as Spider-Man wherever I went. So it's like there's hope for the next generation.
The only time I went to the movies dressed up as something is on the premiere of Revenge of the Sith, and I was dressed as Darth Vader. I could not see anything about the movie wearing that Darth Vader helmet.
Did you watch it during the whole thing?
Yeah.
Dude, why?
Because felt awesome. I felt awesome wearing that.
Then again, I think that kid wore that Spider-Gwen costume the whole time, like the mask and stuff.
Yeah. Honestly, no, I did. I was able to see with that thing on. It was a full Darth Vader helmet, with the voice sound effects and everything.
That's actually awesome. That's actually awesome.
I miss that thing. I love that helmet. Yeah.
But yeah, like we said, there's a bright future for the people who made this film. I hope they do go to places. I just hope that there's not like 14 Obsession sequels like they did with Halloween. But yeah, Hollywood's going to try to milk this thing. It's for sure.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely. Have no doubt about it.
but for real though, I'm glad we did an episode like this. And for the audience, I want to hear your thoughts on this movie, right? In the comments down below. What are your thoughts on Obsession? What are your thoughts on characters like Bear? What would you wish for with One Wish Willow? Let me know in the comments down below, okay? And Hugh, is there anything you want to say before calling end?
Always be specific with what you wish for, or else you're gonna regret it.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, Nikki wasn't trapped with Bear. Bear was trapped with her.
Basically.
And don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.
Peace.